today, Hugo Chavez used and abused his name.
Right.
He wanted to become Simon Bolivar. Actually, he took the painting of the fixture of Simon Bolivar and have it remade with his features.
Oh, wow.
You know, and he unburied the tomb of Bolivar because he did voodoo and he needed a bond of Bolivar. And he unburied the tomb of Bolivar, which is a violation.
You said that he practiced, Hugo Chavez practiced voodoo and hoodoo?
Yeah,
He's a voodoo practitioner, Santeria?
In Santeria. In the Caribbean, it's a big thing. And he, you know, he learned his socialist from the Cubans. And he just bowed to Fidel Castro. In Cuba, they practice a lot of Santeria. And that's a major problem in Venezuela.
Poverty.
Yes.
If you see wherever Santeria takes over, you see very poverty-stricken people that live terrible. Like
same thing
wherever
in Cuba.
you see idolatry, Santeria, what you're gonna see, demonic.
Let me say, have you seen in Louisiana? They practice a lot of Santeria in Louisiana.
It's very common. It's a mix, right? So syncretism is where you mix religions, right? So Santeria is a mixture of voodoo, straight up Satan worship, and Catholicism. It is a blend of all three. So that's why a lot of people will say, well, we love Jesus too, right? Because they do invoke Jesus' name in their rituals.
With different names.
With different names.
With different names.
You know, Legba and certain other individuals they invoke during their rituals.
Our virgins, the Catholic virgins, they use it, but with different names.
With different names. Like, it's kind of like she becomes this queen of heaven type persona. You know, they take these personas and then they invoke certain things in their rituals. And
but you're playing with the devil.
But I'm telling you, it's all satanic.
Yeah.
And yes, things happen. Yes, it's real. Okay. That doesn't mean it's the top, because Jesus is the way, the truth, and the life. Okay. But these religions where you see them, and it's not just Santeria, it's idolatry, you know, any paganistic religions like that. What you notice is there is heavy poverty in those areas.
Heavy poverty. And you know what? Everybody that was present when they took out the tomb of Bolivar, they're all dead today.
They probably cursed themselves by doing that.
Well, because Simon Bolivar said, whoever violate my tomb will pay.
Oh, that was a prophetic word right there.
And they're all dead today.
And Hugo Chavez did this, what's it called again?
Santeria.
He
was a practitioner of this?
Yes, because he went to Cuba. And, well, in Venezuela, there's been always like...
Right,
because in the Caribbean...
In that whole area, Santeria is like... It's very popular. And there's a lot of blending of religion in these regions, in the Caribbean and all that. It's very
And then
common.
He went to Cuba, which Fidel made big use of that, Fidel Castro. And what people have said is that he did that because he needed a bond from Bolivar to do some ritual, so he wanted to be...
So he exhumes his body.
He exhumes his body. He needed a bond to do something with the Santeria, but he died. They all died right away. And that's what it's so evil. But you realize how evil everything in the left is. They are willing to go that far to practice things that dark.
But see, Hugo was open about his beliefs, you know?
Oh,
I think everybody kind of knew he was into some stuff that wasn't Jesus.
Well, he talks so bad about the Catholic Church.
Right.
But whenever he needed, it was the typical hypocrite.
Right.
Whenever he needed, oh, please, God. Oh, no, the church. And then he will, trash the church and trash God. The typical lefty hypocrite. Whatever is good for me today, I will use it because it's what I'm going to give to the people. But that's how bad it is.
See, he did that openly, but the left, oftentimes, they'll try to say they're Christian. You'll even see Kamala and all these people at churches, right? But the things they do, like what Hugo's doing, they do that stuff in secret. Like these little rituals that they have where they invoke demonic presences and things like that. I'm going to mention a name, Alex Jones. He went to Bohemian Grove and exposed these types of rituals that they do in secret, where they call upon demonic gods and things of that nature to try to steal the soul of our nation. So that's what it sounds like
That's what he
Hugo
did.
was
When
doing.
he first did that, everybody was like, "Why is he doing that? That's a sacrilege that he's taking our hero's body out." And then somebody that knows about it said, "Well, about Santeria, say this is the reason why," and he did it.